finally getting that natural lighting though. Hey guys, it's ᴡɪᴛ_1239 here, and I'm here to give you guys another Anne with an E discussion video. Are you surprised that I have been doing these discussion videos for the past couple of weeks now, consecutively? Probably you shouldn't be. For this discussion, I decided to bring up one of my own topics for this video. I wanted to talk about, this is kind of interesting to me. It's a question that I have asked myself a few times, and I don't know, I keep coming up with the same answer, so I don't know if this is like what you guys feel, but this is what I personally feel. And the question goes, who do you think is the worst bully on Anne with an E? Josie Pye or Billy Andrews? I almost forgot his name. Josie Pye or Billy Andrews. These two bullies bully in different ways, you know? Let's first dive into Josie Pye as a bully. Obviously, like, Josie Pye is the typical mean girl. She's the popular girl in the whole class. Surprisingly enough, she's not really into Gilbert. She is a protective friend. You don't really expect that from the typical mean girl, but she seems to be protective over Ruby, but she's still like the bully in Anne's life, which makes you kind of wonder, why are these girls, I don't remember all their names, but obviously Ruby and Diana specifically, why are they friends with someone like Josie Pye when they don't have to be? But it seems like all of these girls are sort of in like a clique. Sorry, I forgot that there were other girls in the classroom, but there are. It's kind of odd that like these specific girls are with Josie. Meanwhile, they're not all bad, you know, like they're not really like Josie actually. Josie's kind of like the odd one. I'm still sick. She's sort of the only really mean one out of everybody, I'd say. Because, I don't know, when Anne arrived, they were all mostly welcoming except for Josie. She was kind of making these, you know, backhanded comments about Anne and her being an orphan and everything. I don't really like that Diana is friends with her per se, because my source material for this is going to be the 80s version, because I haven't read the books yet, so that's all I got right now. But she wasn't friends with Josie in the 80s version. She actually despised her a lot. She didn't like her because she thought she was ridiculous. You know what? The thing is that in the 80s version, and probably in the books as well, she likes Gilbert. Josie likes Gilbert. So it's like, why didn't they do that in this version? It's a good change because it doesn't have to be exactly like the book or the movie or the 80s version, but it's kind of interesting how they did that. Anyway, so in the 80s version, Diana has these really different views on Josie, but in this version, she actually tries to always, you know, reconcile her relationship with Josie because of something that Anne always does or accidentally does, you know? So it's like, why is she still trying to be her friend when she has Anne, you know? Like, it doesn't really make any sense to me.
Okay, so this is editing Mimi. So if Josie Pye's mom is anything like Diana's mom, I can kind of understand now why Diana has to maintain her friendship with Josie. I feel like perhaps Diana's mom wants her to associate herself with more of their level of class sophistication. So I guess if she doesn't, then she kind of brings shame to her mom or to her family. I kind of always found that weird, because it's like, why doesn't she just stick with the friends that she likes rather than having to deal with people that are mean to other people and stuff? So yeah, I also think that goes with the other girls in the classroom that are friends with Josie. Perhaps they have to maintain this status that they're friends with these, you know, upper class people as well. You know what I mean. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Bye.
She can be your best friend, but she can also like be a really, you know, to other people. Does that really make her a bully? It does. It actually does. Just because you have some friends that like you and you're like kind of nice to, and then you have like these other people that have never done anything to you and for some reason you hate them, prejudice towards them because they're a certain thing, doesn't consist of what you are like. So in that sense, I think Josie's a very superficial type person. She doesn't really get to know Anne before judging her, which you can clearly see. The second that Josie lays eyes on Anne, she's immediately judging her. You can definitely see that. And then the next bully that we're going to talk about is Billy. Billy is another, it's a whole new level of bullying, and I think I've definitely had both of those bullies in my life, to be honest. So Billy, he's the more violent, physical type of bully, beating up people and getting into fights and becoming really, really upset with someone in his own, not defense, I don't want to defend Billy. Ugh. Nothing to do with the actor, obviously just the character. Same with Josie and the actress Miranda. I love them, but we're talking about the characters, just saying. So Billy, he kind of tries to justify the reason why he wants to, like, I don't know if he was trying to beat up Anne or what was he trying to do when he confronted her. He said the reason why he was confronting Anne was because she accidentally spread rumors about his sister and the teacher, Mr. Phillips. The rumors weren't true, that Chrissy Andrews and Mr. Phillips were, you know, That's not true. She kind of outed them out. Not that that's bad, because obviously, well, what kind of teacher starts to like a student? So bad. I was really shocked about that scene that they were, showing them caressing each other, and it was so awkward to watch. Ugh. But the point is that I feel like Billy goes towards his anger, and Josie does the gossiping, the mean comments, right? Billy resorts to his physical, violent tendencies when it comes to Billy. In that sense, I do feel like he's more of a danger than Josie is. Obviously, the comments that Josie says about Anne and the way she makes her feel is also pretty bad as well. I'm not trying to degrade or trivialize those types of bullies. That's why it's kind of hard to respond to this question, because it's like, who does the worst bullying? I would have to say, I guess Billy is, because he was also calling Anne a dog, and Josie's a bit more tolerable, even though she is, a bee. I feel more afraid of Billy. I have more concerns with Billy than I do of Josie. I think that's my answer to that. I think that's the answer I've been giving myself every time I ask myself this question. As for season 2, I really hope that we get to see more of a backstory. I'm more intrigued of seeing more of Billy, which is kind of weird because he's a bully, and who likes Billy? No one. But in a sense, I want to see why he's that way. These two bullies, they bully to protect their friends or their family members. It's kind of weird. They sort of have a reason for why they do the things they do, but it's still not right to go and pick on Anne, And they were kind of picking on Anne before they started picking on her for their more personal reason. But yeah, so I kind of want to see more of Billy and why he does the things he does. I want to see if there's something that goes more deeper with him, especially with the violence. If you look at the way Gilbert is, he didn't pick a fight with Billy. He didn't want to, but he punched him in the face. But that was more of him being provoked by Billy to do that. The way he was talking about Anne wasn't cool in his book. Gilbert isn't like that. I don't know if the other boys are like Billy. I feel like they're more like Billy. But like, why? I mean, I've seen it happen. People in my class when I was younger picked fights with each other. I just didn't understand why. I want to see more of a backstory with Billy. I also kind of want to see that with Josie, because we don't really get to see much of her. I do want to see her and Billy kind of be more nicer to Anne, if I can ask that. I think someone mentioned once that they wanted to see Billy have a love interest. Oh, no, this was the thing. They wanted to see Billy like Anne. Okay, I don't remember where I got this theory from, to be honest. I don't remember. But there was someone who said, I don't remember if it was in a video of mine or if it was on Instagram, I have no idea, but someone said that they theorized that Anne is being liked by Billy in season 2 because he's like staring at her or something. Or like looking into the classroom at her. It was something like that. If you were the person that said it, please let me know. Because it's a kind of interesting thing, because we don't know what his role in season 2 is going to be. Is it going to be liking Anne? How many people are going to like Anne, first of all? Like in the whole show overall, like is there just going to be a multitude of guys that go after Anne? Who knows? So I'm really interested in that, because if that's the reason, then it's kind of going to be like any other situation where a guy picks on the girl because he likes her, but then he also wants to beat her up. Does he have a change of heart in season 2? I really want to know. I also want to know that about Josie. I feel like Josie might be a bit more nicer to Anne in season 2. I hope so. I don't like the way the character is, not because of the way the actress portrays her. It's just I don't like the way the character has ever been. Maybe Josie might not have a change of heart, because if the show follows the book in the way that they have Anne climb up the rooftop and they make her walk across the roof, that was a dare that she made with Josie. I'm really interested to see that, actually. I'm gonna fangirl about this. Okay, so that's the end of this. It's a very long discussion and I have no idea what I even said. Let me know in the comments below who you think is the worst bully, if you guys believe there is one, or if you think they're both equally as bad. Bullying is a very serious thing, and I do like how they address that in the TV series. I like how they don't trivialize Anne being bullied, the seriousness of being bullied, because Anne has gone through so much in her life, and to have kids picking on her in school be another thing she has to deal with is just so disheartening. It's so bad and I hate it, and I just really want her to have a better school experience. There's not a lot of people that really like her in school. I can only think of 3 people: Diana, Ruby, and then is it Moody? Moody, okay, yes, okay, I remember that. I'll be releasing my first reaction. There's actually 2 parts of the first episode reaction that I have. I don't know when I'm gonna be releasing the second part of it, but the first part of my reaction to the first episode, which I filmed almost a year ago, it was filmed I think June 30th or something last year, 2017. I'm gonna be releasing that next week. It took me a while to edit it because I don't really like to edit reactions. I love discussion videos a lot more than reactions, to be honest. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your Friday. See you guys soon. There's no ⴡ Bye. Also, like, let me know below what other, discussion videos you want me to post, and I'll do it. And by the way, bye.
First thing we climb a tree, and maybe then we'd talk, or sit silently and listen to our thoughts, with illusions of song.